show.
I'm a damn good mom.
A mother clubbing 6 nights a week?
I'm not your child.
I'm here for you to raise your child.
Can this relationship ever be the same?
You always said I love the other kids more than I love you. That's a lie, Tequila.
That's how you treat me.
And later, a mother-daughter relationship in trouble.
I'm letting you know.
It's all right now on The Bill Cunningham Show.
Thanks for coming in and thanks for watching. Our guests today say their families are falling apart and dysfunctional mama drama is the only glue holding them together. Please welcome Shauna to the show. Shauna, how you doing?
Hi, welcome. Hello.
Well, now, what brought you here from Atlanta today?
I'm here today about my sister and to get her help. She's out of control with the clubbing. 6 nights a week, a single mother, and she can keep it going.
And you love your sister, but you see that she's not being much of a mother to her own kids?
I love my sister. I raised her also, so now I'm raising her son.
No, and you don't like it?
Not at all.
Tell me what she's doing that is dysfunctional mama drama.
Dysfunctional, she can wake up in the morning, drop him off to school, and then she starts her day. Get dressed, maybe do a lunch, come back from lunch, get prepared for the movies or a dinner date, and then straight to the club from there.
She's gone. Who picks the child up from school and does the thing, homework and dinner and all that kind of stuff?
She'll pick him up. She'll pick him up from school, and she brings him and drops him off. But then after that, it's my duty.
The party is on.
The party
Big time.
is on.
And she has running mates with her too at night,
Oh
doesn't
yeah,
she?
she has running mates. It's like her sister, and they are two in a pie. They are out of control also.
Talk to me about the drinking and the men and things like that.
The drinking is wild. They can drink, they party. We carry them out the club. We have carried her out the club. She locks her keys in the car for overly drinking. She'll call me 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm locked out. Can you come help me to my car? And this is 6 days a week.
Now, this is kind of serious, Shauna, but is the family thinking about taking away her child?
Well, my mom wants to take her because I complain about babysitting too much. So my mom well, just send him to me.
Really? How old is the child?
He's 5 years old.
A cute little boy.
Very intelligent, right? He knows how to almost cook for himself. He knows the microwave very well, and he can hold his own. He knows how to get dressed for school.
A
He's
darling
already
boy.
prepared. Yes, great.
I take it you have confronted your sister, Kiona, on this before, haven't you?
I have confronted her numerous of times, but of course she's the baby, so she catches multiple attitudes. She'll cuss me out, storm out the house, on to the next day.
A lot of baby mama drama.
Lots of it.
And it's dysfunctional.
Very dysfunctional.
Please welcome Shauna's sister, Kiona, to the show. Kiona, come on out.
I can't believe you. I can't believe you bringing me on this show like this to embarrass me. I take good damn care of my.
Yeah,
I can't believe you sit up there. Yes, I pick him up. I teaches him how to write. I teaches him how to do his work.
All of that before
everything.
5 p.m.
But why does it matter? He's sleeping when I'm going out. He's sleeping.
He's on his way to sleep when you
Okay,
leave.
it doesn't matter. But when he's waking up, I'm there. I'm here.
Yeah, 5, 6 in the morning, but the whole evening, Kiana, it's me and my kids.
No. When I go out at
Are you a good
nighttime.
mom?
I'm a damn
She
good
also
mom.
has her own house, everyone.
I
She
have
do
my
have her
own house. He has his own room.
But he
I take
lives
care of
with
my
me.
son. He doesn't live with her. Yes, we go because she stays 7
Kiona,
minutes
is this
away
5,
from
6
me.
days a week, though, honey?
It's like
it isn't
fine.
once
It
a week.
doesn't matter. So what?
It does matter. It doesn't
Why?
matter.
She
Why
stays
does it
home
matter?
on Mondays.
Why does it matter? If he's sleeping, he's sleeping. So why
But when
can't go
he's
out when he's
asking me,
sleeping?
Nene, why my mom can't stay home with me, or where is my mom, or can you call my mom? Then what do I tell him?
It's like when I had my child, I was young. So now I'm 25 years old. So why I can't go out and have fun and do?
Shauna,
what
this
I
is
wanna
very
do?
emotional
go
because you
out,
have
Bill.
children. You have children of your own. Is that
Yes, I
correct?
have 3
How
kids.
emotional is this for you to watch when you compare what might happen to her in the clubs when you're coming out horizontal? How emotional is this for you? Explain.
First of all, it's very scary because I don't know what's going to go on with my sister. I don't know if someone's going to rape her, someone's going to take her. Is she too drunk to drive home? If she's going to wreck her car,
and everybody else.
Car, if
I
you're
have
going to get
people
arrested.
around me that's going to take care of me and help me, and I do the
People
same
around
thing
me
for
that's
me.
gonna take
like
care
my
and help
homegirl
her.
Electuous.
She goes
like, we
out
go
with
out with her. She got my back. I got her back.
Her homegirl, that's who her party animal.
The homegirl is another problem. Do you think the homegirl?
She's part of my problem.
She's not a problem at all.
She's not a problem.
This is my big sister. I can't get her to do nothing with me. So I have another sister.
Nothing with me. I
And
do family stuff. We do bowling. We do movies. We do dinner dates. That's what we do
she
as
needs
a
to do is
mother.
put on her push-up bra, her butt pads, and get out with me. So what? I mean, what?
I have no problem with this. I am fully dressed. Very sexy. Everything's still revealing, but it's covered. You can do it all. You can do it. Trust me.
Do you
not a
think
problem.
possibly the miscarriage had something to do with acting out? Now explain what happened. Hold on. This is kind of serious.
What really started it all for my little sister
Triggered
is,
it.
Yeah, really triggered. My brother passed away 3 years ago.
How hard was that for you, honey?
Very hard for all of us because we all lived together. When he passed away, I think since he helped me raise her, that she blanked out. My sister never drunk before he passed away. She didn't even go out to the clubs before he passed away, Kiana.
I'm
and now you
25 years
out
old.
6
you
nights
acting
a
like
week.
You was my mother.
I'm not acting like your mother. I'm
But
acting
you
like your sister,
I'm your
Kiana.
child. I'm not your child.
I'm here for you to raise your child.
Exactly, and that's what I'm doing. You have 3 kids. I have 1. So why is it a problem for you to watch one of my
Watch
child?
one.
But I watch 3 of hers.
For me,
3.
Keona, you got 4, but Keona, sometimes alcohol's like a medicine. Maybe there's a hurt in you because of your brother.
That's what I
and there's,
think.
you
And she
had the
don't drink at
miscarriage.
home, but
and maybe
6
the
nights a
alcohol's a medicine that masks the problem.
And that's
I'm
why
like
we're
Dr.
here.
Bill sometimes. Do you understand that? That the alcohol was triggered is
That's
an
why we're
effect.
here.
It's like a Band-Aid over the problem. She brought you here from Atlanta because she loves you and she's
And I
worried.
love my
and she
sister.
sees you getting raped, killed, car
not
accidents.
gonna
and it's gonna
DUI.
stuck with me.
That's
We
not
don't
gonna
have a
happen.
parent in
I don't go out
Georgia.
and
It's just me and
act
her.
up. I
and
don't
my
go
other
out
sister.
and go home
So if
with
anything
men.
happens
I
to
have
you,
a
they're
man
gonna come
at
to me.
home. I have
All
a
the
man
questions
at home.
come to
6
me.
days a week is
She have
the
a man
issue.
at home.
But
He
I'm
works
grown.
nights.
I'm
I know you're
grown.
grown,
Which means
Keona.
once he go to work, she.
Does anybody think 6 days a week is too much?
She sleep.
Too much. Too much. 1 day a week. On a Saturday,
One.
on a Friday night,
One.
let it rip. 1 day a week
One
as a
day?
mother. 1 day.
No.
1 day. Let
No.
it rip.
But
1
I'm
day.
a 24.
But no, she
I'm
got
a 24
sports nights. She do
hour-
sports
I'm a super
night.
mom.
She do
I do
line dance
everything.
night.
I do everything.
She have karaoke night. She have the
What's wrong
regular
with that?
club nights.
What is
she
wrong
have
with it? I don't see anything wrong with that.
Every
What is
night
wrong
it's
with-
an event.
Everybody,
Every
they
night.
look for me.
Tell me about the miscarriage and what impact that had on you. Talk to me about
It
the
was because my brother, he passed away. And
About 2 weeks later.
like 2 weeks later, I guess I was stressing over my brother. And I ended up having a miscarriage. But
How hard was that? When you went through those 2 weeks, describe to me the pain that you felt.
it's very painful. But when I have a sister right
And I
here
was
that's
there.
so negative.
She wasn't
and
with
that's
you.
I was
not
not
supporting
negative.
me of
I
me
was
just
never
being out. I'm
negative
not trying
is-
she in the house depressed.
2 nights a
I
week.
can't be depressed like that.
Go
She
out
needs to
2
go
nights
out.
a
So
week.
yes, I do
6 nights
drink.
a week.
So
Sunday,
maybe I do drink.
Tuesday, $2
I can't be
Tuesday.
depressed.
Wednesday,
I can't be
line
depressed.
dance Thursday. Friday, 2 fly. Now we're going to the regular club. Saturday,
It doesn't
start
matter.
off Sunday.
I
Every
feel
day.
like
Every day.
I feel like instead of me being at home depressed because she be cooped up in her room, and I'm telling her that's why she's
I
acting
have
like
homework,
this, and
I
that's
have
why
3
she's
kids, I
crying
have my
like
own
this
company. I
because
don't
she don't
have
have
time
no
to
life.
party.
She
I don't have
has
time
no
to-
life.
How would you feel
That's
if-
why
if
I
your
have a life.
family
If I'm
took-
watching her baby and my 3 kids working and going to school. No, I don't have a life.
I
No,
work.
I don't
I
have
go
a
to
life.
school. I'm making good grades. I'm going to school for nursing. I'm trying to open up me a cleaner business. I'm taking care of my son. I teaches him. He do everything. My son is smart.
Hold
so
on,
it doesn't
Mama.
matter.
Let's do this. We have the running mate coming up and more. More baby mama dysfunction when we continue. Stay right there.
Is the party over for Keona and her partner in crime?
The message today is there will be no more child care. I am done.
Or is it just getting started?
I just want to ask you a question.
Ask me a question.
If you was at a bar and grill and you saw this, would you want me to come back?
And later, backstage mama drama.
Our guests today are facing off with the mamas who are causing major drama in their lives and tearing families apart. Before we bring out the running mate, Alexis is going to be here. Before you arrived, your sister and your mother has said they're going to take away your baby
Ain't
if you
nobody
continue.
taking care of my child. They not taking my child. My child lives with me. He got his own room.
When
Ain't nobody taking my
Do he
child.
sleep in the room?
They not gonna take my child. It's
How
the
would you
way.
be hurt if the court system said we disagree with you, Kiana?
Ain't nobody gonna disagree because I'm taking care of my child. I can see if I'm leaving him out, he's not eating. He don't have
She's
clothes
more
on his
of
back.
make sure that he's dressed and he's fly to death. Yes, she does that. He's gonna be dressed
I
and
make
fly
sure
to death. But
I teach
as
my
far
son
motherly
at home.
love,
He don't
and
need a
getting
teacher
that
because he can be
care and
homeschooled.
that you
because
need as a
I
kid,
take care of my child.
that he don't
He's
receive.
everything.
That
he
he
got
do not
much
receive.
love for me.
Are you going to deliver a
Everything.
message today to Kiana? The message
The
is what?
message today is there will be no more child care. No more.
I feel like it's
No
unfair.
more. Today
And
is the
that
last day as today.
When
I
she
am
was
done.
young,
Bill,
she had
I'm
3
done, Bill.
kids
Yeah,
at the age
I
of
sense
20.
this. She's got
kids
3 of her own.
Okay, at the age of 20.
And I'm tired.
she was able to go out and do her, so let
And
me
I'm
do
tired.
that. So now it's a problem for me to do it. When my son was little, I didn't go out. I didn't do anything. I just started.
I
2
have
years
a 14,
ago. I
a
just
16, and
started.
an 18-year-old.
People go out and they
I should not
fun
have
at
to
the
be
age
raising
of
a little
21.
baby.
Let's do this. Please
She will
welcome
go out of
Kiana's
state.
running mate, Alexis, to the show. Alexis, come on out.
How you doing? I got a message for Shauna.
Let's do it.
Shauna. You at it again. I got a message for you, baby. Kiana, you don't have to worry about Shauna keeping our nephew. He can come to my house when we go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And Shauna, you look so cute today. Usually, did you tell Mr.
Mr. Bill.
Mr.
She
Bill,
look like a
did you let him
grandma.
know how you look like a grandmama every other day?
A
How you
grown
have
woman.
A grandmama.
A grandma.
With your scarf. With your scarf around
Grandma.
your arms
Well,
and
what's
your
wrong?
head all the time.
Yeah, but guess
with your
what?
baggy sweats on,
Well,
with
and
your
guess what? And all my kids are honor students. I got a high school student that
How old
goes to
are your
high
kids?
school and college.
Okay.
My kids are very taken care of.
How old are your kids? How old are your kids?
14, 16, and 18.
So
14, 16, 18.
So, one question.
All of that.
Let me leave you a message. What's wrong with Cam staying with your children?
That's our problem. He does.
No,
and nothing
no.
wrong
And
with
you
it. The
can just
problem
quit.
is it's
No.
over.
Take
It's
the satin
done.
scarf off.
And guess
No.
what? He
We
can't
let you have your time.
house.
Check this
Because
out.
I would
Take the
have-
satin scarf off. Take
Why
the
is
satin
the
scarf off.
problem?
One at a time. Let's hear it. Alexis, is she interfering? Do you think, number one, is Kiana a good mother? From your
Absolutely.
Does she also
Yes, she
sometimes watch your kids?
Never.
I have
You have.
Excuse me.
once.
Let me get that record
Last-
straight.
matter of fact, on
she
our way
watched
to
my
the show.
kids, but I do apologize for the inconvenience.
Her kids are
Excuse me,
older.
I'm not fine like this for nothing. I have 6 children, and my
6?
oldest is 22. Yes.
6.
And she kept my 4 teenagers, but she didn't keep them. She didn't
My
keep
kids
them.
caught them.
They stayed together because her children and my children are the same age.
But
this
she
is
used
at
to
my
be
house, you
out.
Ask her where I was at. Ask her where I was at.
I don't babysit.
Ask her where I
They
was
just
at.
stay at
She
my
have
house.
a problem about watching our kids, but I watched her kids. She used to go out flying to Texas, California.
I'm a business manager.
Do you think Shauna is too controlling over
business, you
Kiana?
guys.
I didn't have a
travel.
car.
All right, one at a
I didn't
time.
have no
One at a time.
insurance.
One at a
I
time.
had 3 of her kids while I'm young. I was young then when she was going out for 2 weeks a week, and I'm taking care of her 3
Business.
kids.
Check this
So
out.
I feel
But-
like
Hold on, Alexis.
it's fair for her to watch my child.
Okay,
because
but I've been
I
watching him
always
since
watch hers.
newborn baby.
But
out
Mr.
the
Bill,
hospital
her
and it's 5
kids-
years. So
All
that's
we
5
have
years
is
straight.
each other.
Shauna's
So we
making
don't have
excuses.
to
Hold on,
watch
Alexis
our
has the
kids.
floor. Hold on, Kiana. Alexis, go ahead.
Alexis, the excuse she needs
Give
to
her-
make
give Alexis
is
the floor.
how she's gonna stop also.
Right.
Because you got
You
kids
gotta
at
stop. She
home
said you
that
gotta
need
stop.
to watch. So no, he's not gonna
Who
come to
watches
our
your
house.
6 kids?
I do. I
They
do
watch
apologize.
themselves.
I have
Babysitters,
I
6
have
of them.
4 teenagers in my home.
14.
But the one day that my children went over to her house over the day, I had to be at work at 7:15. I have a job.
Alexis.
And when I left my job, I picked them up. My kids has never been to her house while I'm out on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday,
Do you
Thursday
think you're
partying.
too old to be partying this much?
Definitely not.
Definitely not.
No.
Six-
And that's why
They
I'm
both are. They're
I'm
best
39 years
friends.
old.
39.
I'm 39 years old.
125 and 139.
25, 39.
Well, me, I
And you're
had
out there partying, 2 for
Absolutely.
1,
Absolutely.
karaoke, out there dropping
How many like this?
All of this extra
Yeah,
stuff.
every night.
And that's how they don't take me serious.
Well, let's do this.
That's how they do
Now, all right, now, hold
They
on.
don't take me serious.
Hold on.
They cuss me
me out. They disrespect
all
me
the time. Cause she's
Stick
fake.
birds
She
and go
really,
about
really
their
want to go.
Tiana,
She
deliver.
really want to go.
Hold on,
She's
ladies.
jealous of us,
I'd like
Bill.
you to deliver them a message, and I want it to be clear as to what's going to go on in the future, because today's the day. She came here from Atlanta, brought you here to give you a message, and I don't think it's being received. Deliver them a message, Kuna.
Today is the day. It stops today. It ends today. It's finished today.
We're going out so we can get back in line.
and I know y'all are. I know y'all are. They already waiting on them. They got flyers all over.
I got a job. I take care of my kids. I do what I want.
No more.
No more daycare. No more childcare. No more feeding and fixing
That's
food.
right. We're going out as soon as we get back tonight.
They're going out.
Hold on. First off,
Drop
it
it,
was my
Tiana.
birthday yesterday.
And what? And
She
what?
had me in the hotel. I mean, New York City.
And she's mad because I can't find them no clothes.
What the hell?
She's mad.
I'm in a hotel for my birthday.
Wait. Alexis has a question. Alexis has a question.
I just want to ask you a question, Bill.
Ask me a question.
Wow.
If you was at a bar and grill and you saw this, when you want me to come back?
All right. We'll be back with more. Stay right there.
One of our most heartbreaking mother-daughter dramas ever.
Yeah, I've always been a good mother to you. I've never mistreated you in no kind of way. And you want to say all of this about a friend? Oh my God.
You won't believe their story.
You waited till you got a grown woman to tell me that he raped you.
If somebody tried to rape my daughter, I would not be friends with
I
them.
not?
If you're in the New York area, be a part of our studio audience so you can talk back with Bill. To let your voice be heard, send an email to tickets@BillCunninghamShow.com. Call us at 1-888-710-TICKETS or text to 95902. Message and data rates may apply. Today's guests are dealing with dysfunctional mama drama, and for some people, it's a lifelong struggle. Please welcome Tequila to the show. Tequila, how you doing?
I'm fine, Bill.
All right, you have some mama drama going on, and this is a serious matter that happened. Something happened to you when you were 12 years old that has colored a good part of your life, and you don't think your mother was there to help you through it. Describe to us what happened when you were 12.
When I was 12 years old, I was raped, and that was a tragic event in my life as a child, and it has affected me throughout my adulthood. And I feel as if my mother wasn't there for me emotionally, she wasn't there for me mentally, and honestly, I don't think that she even believes that this happened to me, and she's never acknowledged it. We've never talked about it. Nothing. It's just been an ongoing thing, and not just that, we've had problems in our relationship as far as I felt abused as a child. Child Protective Services took me from my mother at the age of 14.
Wow. So going back to when you were 12, you're saying that someone closely associated to your mother raped you when you were 12 years old?
Yes. The same guy molested me when I was 5.
I would imagine as a 12-year-old, maybe not a 5-year-old, but as a 12-year-old, you had to have told your mom what happened.
Yes, that particular day that it happened, he broke into our home.
It was 4 o'clock in the morning?
It was 4 o'clock in the morning. My mother worked from 5 a.m. to 1 p.m., so I was taking care. I was babysitting my younger brother and sister. That was part of my job growing up. And he broke in, he raped me, the police were called, he went to jail.
What? But as I understand it, as the legal proceedings developed, you, according to your mother's version, that you showed up in court and got in front of a judge, and what happened then? And you have to remember, you're 12 years old. This isn't it true that you recanted?
No, that's not true at all.
Describe what happened.
That's not true at all. Actually, I never went to court for it. Initially, when it happened, I was 12 years old. He told me during the rape that if I told anyone, he would kill me when he got out of jail. So initially, I advised the police that he tried to rape me. I didn't say that he actually raped me. I said that he tried. So after that particular day, it was never brought up. It was never talked about. I did advise my mother later that he actually raped me.
And your mom did what? And this person associated with your mother remained associated with him during the time that you have told your mom the molestation, the rape, the attempted rape, or the rape had taken place, and she's still friends with him today?
Yes, she is. He was released from prison when I was a senior in high school, and
on unrelated charges to this, or
it was, I believe it may have been that charge and additional charges, and I was not notified that he was released. I left the town. I left and moved to Dallas, Texas, and never went back after that. And I went back to visit my mom one time, and she had to depart and couldn't spend time with me because she wanted to go to the hospital and visit someone. So when I asked her who she was going to visit, she advised me that she was going to visit the guy that raped me because he was in the hospital. And
now, boy, that just cuts you. Explain how that hurt you, Tequila.
She said that she was going to visit him in the hospital because he wasn't doing well. And at that point, I felt like, how can you possibly love me as I'm your child? How can you go see this guy in jail that I have informed you that took something from me that I could never get back?
And you got a hold of us to try to help build a new relationship built upon trust and faith. Please welcome Tequila's mom, Bernadine, to the show. Bernadine, come on out.
On this show, you got me all the way out here, Tequila. The embarrassment, to hurt me. I've always been a good mother to you. I've never mistreated you in no kind of way. And you want to say all of this about a friend? Oh my God, you told me that he did not do anything.
No, I
you.
didn't.
You told me when we got in court that he didn't do that to you.
We never went to court.
In the judge's chambers, Tequila.
When?
Oh my God, the man said he was going to jail anyway. You waited till you got a grown woman to tell me that he raped you.
And I told you,
You told me this.
It's too late then. It's not too late.
You never told me that he raped you.
Even if he tried to rape me, if somebody tried to rape my daughter, I would not be friends with him.
How did I not protect you?
If somebody tried to rape my child,
you had told me the truth.
Even though I was 12 years old.
You did not tell me the truth.
We lived in a small town.
Tell me the truth, Tequila. You had me believing for years, Tequila, that nothing never happened.
And I told you
nothing happened. You're 30 years old and you're going to come and tell me did?
No, you knew before now that he raped me. You knew before today. Yes, we have talked about it. No, I'm not.
You got me on this show to embarrass me.
No, I didn't. No, I did not.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, you did.
It is not told you I was raped. I was raped at 12.
Oh, my God.
He took something from me. And I just want you to say I love you and I'm sorry.
I do love you.
To you.
I am sorry that happened to you. You done made me be some kind of bad person, a bad mother. But I have been a great mother to you.
I'm not making you out to be no bad mother.
I gave up my life for you. Look at me. I'm supposed to be a model or a professional dancer. But look, I gave all that up for you.
All I'm asking.
Oh my God.
I told you that he raped me. I told you that. I didn't tell you when I was 12 years old, but I told, it's not too late. If I came to you when I said this man raped me, it don't matter if
Let's do this, ladies. Can we begin anew? You're shaking, Mama. Can you look at your mother and accept from this point forward? She offered an apology. Will you accept her apology?
I accept her apology, but I want her to say,
acknowledge wrongdoing. Let's move on, Mama.
Where was I so wrong at?
Are you still friends with? Are you still friends with her rapist?
That affected me.
What can Mom do at this point? What can Mom do?
I want my mother to be there for. I want her to acknowledge that. If I'm telling you this happened to me, I want you to tell me that I'm your mother. I love you and this happened, but I can't honestly say that it's gonna make me feel good that you still talk to him.
Why are you still friends with him, Bernadine? Why?
Because
you don't believe she was raped.
At that time,
be honest with me.
Right
do you now?
I have to believe her now. I have to believe her now.
Tell her you believe. That's important. Tell her. You were just saying you didn't believe her. Tell her.
Well, there's nothing I could have done about that, Tequila. What could I have done about that? Nothing. For years,
Can you hug your daughter and say, honey, I believe you, I love you, and I will no longer befriend the rapist of my daughter. Can you tell her that?
I love you. I love you so much, Tequila.
We'll be back with more. Stay right there.
I didn't bring you in to embarrass you about nothing, but this happened to me. And it hurts me to know that you still talk to him. If somebody ever raped my kids,
you gotta forgive and go on. I can't hold grudges.
I don't hold the grudge.
But you gotta understand that at 12 years old, I have had problems in my relationships going forward because every time I slept with a man, I felt like I was getting raped again. You don't understand what I have been through my entire life dealing with that one thing. What can I do about it?
A mother and daughter trapped by a painful past.
You beat her. She ran outside with a towel naked. People saw her naked. You're chasing her down the street with an extension cord.
And I did beat her, but she did something wrong.
Apologize.
Don't miss their explosive confrontation.
You can have a seat. Okay, but have a seat and speak to me like an adult. You can have a seat.
Have a seat.
I'm 30 years old.
There's a lot of facts wrong.
Are you sick and tired of being a mom? Every day, are you tempted to leave your home, your mate, your kids, and have no responsibilities anymore? Maybe we can help. Contact me at BillCunninghamShow.com. Call me at 1-855-US-BILL or text guest at 95902. Message and data rates may apply. Sometimes dysfunctional mama drama comes from a lifetime of anger. Can our guest turn things around today? Please welcome Siobhan to the show. Siobhan, how you doing?
I'm doing good, Bill.
Today is about dysfunctional mama drama. Tell me about Yvette, your mother. Tell me the situations with you and your mother.
Okay, pretty much I'm going to just cut straight to it so we could put cheese on the cracker, Bill.
That's normally my line,
but yeah, my mother, first, let me be clear. I love her because this is the woman that has given birth to me.
She gave you life.
She gave me life. But as of right now, Bill, I do not like my mother, if you follow me. And it just stems from my childhood and things that have happened to me. I was physically abused and verbally abused. The physical abuse, I was beaten several times, numerous times. I lost count, but one in particular, you know, my mother beat me with an extension cord when I was taking a bath. One day, I probably was maybe 10 or 12 years old.
It's almost like a movie scene. You're in the bath and your mother's whipping you with a cord.
I felt like I was in misery or something. I don't know, but by her doing that, of course, you know me, I'm thinking I need to get up out this situation. So I immediately run out of our apartment outside naked with a towel in front of all the neighbors, embarrassed as she's chasing me with this extension cord. So
keep beating you with that cord.
You know, I was called bitch, I was called prima donna. You think you better than everybody else?
So at 14, you were caring for the siblings. These events were going on in your life, but your mom was out of the house.
Absolutely.
And you were like the mother to your siblings.
Well, I have one sibling, which is my little sister. So I absolutely.
You felt you had to protect her from things like the extension cord beating.
Yeah,
you had
absolutely.
to protect her.
So I didn't want her to go through the same things pretty much a vicious cycle. I didn't want her to have to go through the same thing that I went through.
So you took on a motherly role. You became like the mother.
I stepped up at the age of 14. I worked, and my first job was Arby's, and I stepped up. I contributed to the household. I took care of my little sister, babysitted when my mother wanted to do her thing with, you know, just the current boyfriend that she's still with to this day. That's the father of my sister, who's now 18. She's still with this man, and he's the reason why we don't have a relationship.
So this guy she's with now, you, shall we say, disagree with the relationship, but most importantly, you flew all the way across the country today because what you want to do is repair the relationship. How long has it been since you met her and talked to Yvette, your mom?
Well, my father recently just died from cancer in November 2012, so I was back home in Detroit, you know, paying my respects and, you know, burying him. So, of course, I saw her at the funeral. The meet and greet it's hard because you hug your mother. It's almost like some kids, they naturally want to hug their mama and kiss their mama. Not me. It's almost like, all right, I see you. We at the funeral. Here we go. Let me keep it moving.
Do you feel like your mother didn't show love, didn't love you, but here you are as an adult, a functioning adult, and you want to go back and repair the relationship?
Well, I don't. It's one of those things where she loved me to the best that she knew how.
And you came out of an affair, correct? You were the product.
I was a product of an affair, absolutely. My mother.
Did you feel like you weren't really in? You didn't feel like you were part of her world because you came.
I felt as though maybe it was a lot of animosity because she was the other woman. Baby, it's not my fault you was the other woman. He had another wife and family. I mean, I'm not going to touch too much on him. May he rest in peace. But he did what he could as a father and provided money and so forth and everything that he needed to do. But she was a single parent. And, you know, she did
have just me and my sister, but at the end of the day, I felt like a lot of that anger and animosity was taken out towards me because she didn't really have, you know, that structure.
Siobhan, today's the day you want to repair the breach.
Absolutely.
You're going to try.
Yeah,
that's why you got a hold of us.
I'm going to try.
I got a problem.
I'm going to try. I'm going to try. Yeah.
Please welcome Siobhan's mother, Yvette, to the show. Yvette, come on out. Have a seat, Yvette. Have a seat, honey.
Siobhan, you crack-a-lacking them facts.
Well, yeah, we can
crack-a-lacking them facts,
okay,
girl.
but you're spitting on me. You can have a seat.
You
Have a seat.
Have a seat. You can speak to me like you can have a seat and speak to me like an adult. You can have a seat.
Have a seat.
I'm 30 years old.
There's a lot of facts wrong and a lot of holes in your conversation about
it's no
what
facts
went
wrong.
on.
It's no holes.
What's going on?
My truth.
Son,
you have your truth.
Your father,
I have my truth.
I do have my facts and my truth, and I got my truth too.
And the fact of the matter is,
you didn't take care of no household at 14,
girl.
I
wasn't taking you to work.
You had a little red car.
You
had a little red car. I had two cars.
You didn't have one of them got
I worked for 20 years at my job, and I'm a proud fact about it. Yes, it got stolen. And one got repossessed. So what? Let me tell you, the foundation of this conversation is to repair what's going on, and for you to know the truth about what's going on.
I'm not disrespectful to you.
I'm not disrespecting you either, but let me tell you something.
Right now.
Hold on, ladies, just for a moment. I got some questions. Yvette, there was a terrible incident that happened when she was about 12 when you were beating her with an extension cord while she was taking a bath. Now, let me finish. She says you beat her. She ran outside with a towel naked. People saw her naked. You're chasing her down the street with an extension cord. Did that happen?
That happened.
That happened.
I didn't make it up. And I did beat her, but she did something wrong.
You think she deserved a beating with an extension cord?
I should not have done that. Now that I think about it,
apologize. Apologize.
I told her to do something, and I am sorry for doing that to you because I did take the wrong measures of correcting your bad behavior. But let me tell you something. You're not no Mother Teresa either.
I didn't say it was Mother Teresa. I told you, but at the end of the day, I made my. Okay, but hear me out.
All right, ladies, let's do this. Let's do this. Before we leave this segment, let's do this. Before we go, will you accept the apologies she has just offered you for beating you with the extension cord? And will you say to your mama, I love you, and I want today to be the first day of the rest of our relationship. Forget what has occurred. You offer the apology, hug each other, and let's move on. Because how about that? Can we do that?
Bill.
Hold on. Can we do that?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm with you, Bill.
That's why you're here from California.
We got Ollie Frazier. I can forgive her, but she's got to forgive too.
Do you accept her apology?
It's a process.
She got to let go and get God, because you know what? I put God in my life.
First of all, I accept your apology because you're my mother. You gave birth to me. I accept your apology, but it's going to take time. It ain't going to happen overnight.
We'll be back with more. Stay right there. If you're in the New York area, be a part of our studio audience. Go to BillCunninghamShow.com or call us at 1-888-710-TICKETS. I'd like to invite you now to be part of the solution. Earlier, Tequila confronted her mother, Bernadine, about never being there for her when she was young. Do you think Tequila and Bernadine will work to improve their relationship? Call 855-TELL-BILL to tell me what you think. You'll also receive today's great offers. Call 855-TELL-BILL.
Mom's behaving badly?
I pick him up. I teach him how to write. I teach him how to do his work.
All of that before
everything.
5
But why does it matter?
And unbelievable mama drama.
I love you, and I will no longer befriend the rapist of my daughter. Can you tell her that?
I love you.
Watch your finger
about
because
what's
I'm
going
not
on.
disrespectful to you.
I'm not disrespecting you either, but let me tell you something
right now.
Hold on, ladies, just for a moment. As we've seen today, dysfunctional mamas can cause a lifetime of drama for everyone in the family, but sooner or later, the fighting has got to stop. We've heard from the guests. Now it's my audience's turn. It's time for Talk Back with Bill. Yeah! All right, what do we got?
I want to say, you knew what you did before you had your child, and that's your responsibility. It's not your sister's responsibility. So basically...
That's the problem. And I take care of my responsibilities. So
but it doesn't
what's
seem
the
like...
problem?
No, it doesn't seem like you're taking care of your responsibilities.
How? When he's sleeping.
All right, but you could go out to the club. You can go out to the club, but it's only supposed to go.
What's the hours in club? What's the hours?
Nighttime, but basically,
nighttime.
So what? But so what? You still need to be a mother throughout the nighttime. No, party at six times out of the week. Exactly. Are you crazy?
2 for 1 Tuesdays, line dancing on Wednesday.
Exactly. Like, what type of mother does that? My mother doesn't.
Is because I'm still gonna do me, and the child's not gonna stop me, and my child's gonna be taken care of.
You sound ridiculous. You need some help.
You look stupid, so you need to sit down.
Come on up here. Hold on. Sean, in a sense, do you wish the running mate leaves Kiona alone? Do you wish?
Yes.
Yeah. You want to? Why don't you tell her to leave your sister? Why don't you tell her?
Never gonna happen.
I would think that you can leave my sister alone
in your face, baby.
and find somebody your age, and y'all can keep it
Alexis is here. Let's go.
I'm here, baby.
Hi, Bill.
How you doing?
This is for Tequila.
Tequila's
mom.
And Bernadine.
Mama, that's your daughter. She was 5 years old. This happened at 5. She couldn't express herself. She became 12. She still couldn't express herself because she was scared. You understand what I'm saying? But you, as a mother, I have a 5-year-old son. And if my son was to tell me, Mommy, somebody did something to me, I don't care if my son is scared or not. I'm going to believe him. I'm going to take his back regardless.
But she never told me until she was 30
But she's
years
telling you
old.
now, Mama. She told you now.
Anyway.
And she wants you to leave
I
that.
love you, Tequila.
It's not that, Mama. You need to leave that relationship with that man. Because if that man was...
I don't have a relationship with
well,
that
whatever
man.
it may
that man
be.
is gone living his own life. I don't have no contact with him.
She came from you, Mama.
Listen at what I'm saying. When I was 12 and I told you that he tried to rape me, even then you shouldn't have talked to him no more, because this is something that I told you he tried to do. Even though he actually raped me, I wasn't able to tell you at 12, but you knew he tried to rape me. So for you to talk to someone that attempted to hurt your child, it's the same thing.
All right, let's hold on. We got one more question.
Same thing.
For baby girl,
hold on, Tequila. Yeah.
For baby girl right here, forgiveness is not for anybody else. It's for you. You hear me?
Siobhan?
Siobhan, that's your name?
Yeah.
Siobhan, forgiveness is for you. You let go and let them live their life. From what I'm seeing from y'all some sad excuses for mothers. Sad. There's no accountability. There's no accountability for your actions. Sweetie, just because your baby sleep at night don't mean that you stop being a mother. You hear me? And you can make any excuse in the book you want. You can sugarcoat it. You can put any excuse on it you want. You're still a sad excuse. Just because you a dog has a baby does not make it a mother. Just because a dog has a baby doesn't make it a mother. I mean, whatever you say, my child is taken care of. My child is taken care of. My child is taken care of. You know what, Mama? You need to let the angry birds spread their wings and fly away. Don't box, don't kiss for them. Don't do nothing. Go ahead, angry bird. Go ahead, angry bird. Go ahead, angry bird. Let's back down in Atlanta.
We'll be back with more. Stay right there. Are you sick and tired of being a mom? Every day, are you tempted to leave your home, your mate, your kids, and have no responsibilities anymore? Maybe we can help. Contact me at BillCunninghamShow.com. Call me at 1-855-US-BILL or text guest at 95902. Message and data rates may apply. Closed captioning of The Bill Cunningham Show is provided by... Before we go to LaDonna, I have a question. Keon, I have a question for you. I've been a parent. I think most of us have been parents. There are times at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, at midnight, the child, 4 or 5-year-olds, wake up. They're sick to their stomach. They're scared. They're shrieking. They have nightmares. And they want to turn to their mama to take care of them. Now, you can't tell me if you're partying 6 days a week and that child wakes up and say, "Where's my mama?" You can't tell me you're there. Now,
I'm a phone call away.
A phone call. All right. Please welcome relationship expert LaDon Black to the show. LaDon. All right, let's deal with that. Deal with that issue, right? She's a phone call away.
She's a phone call away. Sister, there is nothing wrong with being a sexy mom. I have 3 children. You can be sexy. You can still have fun. You can be vibrant. But you have to be responsible. You're a mother first. Now, what I want to say to older sis, though, older sis, if you don't like her behavior, you're facilitating it by watching the kids.
That's why I said stop
If you don't
today.
like it, stop watching the kids. And to the sister at the end, that's the friend, You need to be a mom model to the younger mom. It's never, ever cool to be the old lady in the club. Let me just be straight.
Can I help you out, though? I'm not the old lady in the club. It's an older bar and grill. It's a bar. She's the youngest in the club.
But let me tell you this.
But I work a good job,
You're
so
in
I
the
can
club
go to the club.
with the younger woman. You're the old lady in the club.
And I'm the fine one, too.
Well, let's move on now. What about Siobhan and Yvette? Because I think there was a coming together there at the end, which I think was very valuable. What do you see happening in this mother-daughter relationship?
What I see happening here is sometimes when we have these difficult relationships with our parents, you have to let that childhood thing go. You have to really say, look, we did connect when I was growing up, but what type of adult relationship are we going to have? Right. But what you're going to have to do is, as an adult, say she's going to make her decisions, go get the help that you need, work on you, and then the two of you get together. Stop fighting over who's right and fight on whether or not you guys really want to continue this relationship.
Siobhan, let's leave it there. We got Tequila and Bernadine. This is a serious issue. How does this mother-daughter repair that breach?
This relationship, sister, you have to be honest, Mom. The choice that you should have made all those years ago, whether or not she admitted it, whether or not you believed it was true or not, you are her advocate. You should have ended that relationship with that guy back then. That was the very least you could have done.
He wasn't a child.
But it doesn't matter.
I was not in a
You don't deal with the mama and you don't deal with that child.
I felt the hurt because when the time that I did go home to visit and she was going to see him in the hospital, I felt a certain type of way because this is a man that took something from me, and I've dealt with problems with that one issue throughout my lifetime.
Right.
So I felt like, as her being my mother, that she shouldn't have any cordial, nothing to say to him, period.
And she wanted you to put up that wall and you didn't. So what she needs to hear from you today is, I was wrong to not put up that wall all those years ago, and you were right. And, you know, actually how you feel and how this thing has affected you. You guys need to build from today. Your daughter's hurt. And whether or not you believe it happened or not, you need to acknowledge her hurt, and you need to see how you played a role in how she's hurt.
Let's leave it right there. When we continue, it's the bottom line. For more info, go to the website, BillCunninghamShow.com. If you're in the middle of dysfunctional mama drama, here's the bottom line. Blaming your mom will only hold you back later in your own adult life. Be an adult. Let go of the past. I say let it go. Being a good mom is a huge commitment and life-changing. Grow up and put your kids first. Saying you're sorry isn't enough. Deeds are required. For a better relationship with your mom or daughter, you both have to work at it day by day by day. And believe me, in the end, it's worth it. I want to thank all my guests for coming in, and I'll see you the next time.
Now that is out, I do feel better. And I mean, from this point, I just want to move forward, and I want my mother to know that I love her unconditional. And I don't want to go the rest of my life feeling like you don't love me.
I love you unconditionally. I don't know. I can't prove it to you anymore. I can't try to prove it to you anymore. But just know in your heart, I love you. I've always loved you. You're my sunshine. You're my firstborn. And I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. And from this day forward, we both are here.